Mamma mia, here we go. We're doing salmon flopper fish. We're in Fortnite territory today. We're finally doing our first episode of Gamer Eats, where we're doing gamer food. Huzzah! If you haven't seen the post yet, we are doing flopper fish, as per salmon. I've got everything heated up. It's going on a bed of couscous and spinach, because why not? We're not uncivilized people around here, as well as a fancy little drink you Fortnite players know as Slurp Juice, your standard, typical, go-to shield potion. But first, we're going to cook it up. Let's go ahead and crank up the heat a little bit. I've got chicken broth, lime, cilantro for the couscous getting ready to boil. Boop. Going to go ahead and throw that in there. Little common trick, because I completely forgot where my lid is. If you don't want something to boil over, put a wooden spoon over it. Now, for the flopper fish, we're going to go ahead and get a cast iron skillet. I prefer them. You should too. Nice and hot, melted butter. We're going to take some salt, which I keep over here, handy dandy, over your fish. Boop. Some pepper. Again, I keep it up in all the crazy places. It's a little too much. Jenny won't eat it, but that's okay. Just a touch. You don't want to do a lot of this. Crushed red pepper flake. This is to give it that little bit of heat, that pop, that zest, because flopper fish, if you don't play Fortnite, is meant to be a healing food item. And a little bit of cilantro, just because we're also going to spread some lime over it. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the pan, and 1 and 2, and there we go. That's the sizzle I like to hear. I'm going to go ahead and throw some cilantro on this side too.
Yeah.
Done with that. I'm going to cut this lime. Woo! I need to sharpen these knives. Half the lime on this side. Fun fact, when me and Jenny were testing this out, I totally forgot to go buy a lime, so I had to use lemon pepper. Don't do that. Use fresh lime. It tastes better. It smells better. And it just works better.
That smells good.
Alright, I got that couscous boiling. So while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and add some butter in there. Give it a quick stir. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. I forgot to do that last time. It was a pain in the butt to clean. I'm going to also turn the salmon down. My oven warms a little bit hot.
When it goes off,
I'm going to also pull this to the side. There we go. Now that fish you saw, the fish came out just a little bit burnt, but we managed to work with it, right, Jen? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3. For the record, I'm doing this way out of order. I probably should have had that couscous boiling before I did this video. 3 to the left for that lime on there. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and turn it down. That way it doesn't cook too fast. We're also going to use the same cast iron pan to do our sauteed spinach. Chris, you want to grab that with me? Let's go get the spinach.
Oops.
There we go. Heard. There you are. There she blows. So, one of my Patreons asked for me to do soup since it's super cold. Out in the wintertime, always clean as you work. So, next week we're going to do broccoli cheddar, chili. What do you want to do? You, camera lady.
Broccoli cheddar soup.
There we go. Mom, you win. This time. Alright. Good fish. Where to put that spatula? Oh my god. Why did I do that? Don't do that. You didn't see that.
Probably not. Because I'm trying to work around you in a very awkward kitchen.
I mean, well, the more subscribers we get, the better this kitchen will be.
Plates over there.
We're going to put that on low so it doesn't burn. Look at that. That's a pretty fish, right? Pretty on that side. Personally, my family likes it well done. They are entitled to their opinion. I personally prefer it just a little under. Look at that couscous. Look at that couscous. This just needs a little bit more time to cook, so I'm going to go ahead and get some more chicken broth. Where to put it? I put it back in the fridge because it's not quite done. Just a touch more, just a touch more. Chicken broth over water. Why? Because it's my dish, and I say so. But also because it gives it a little bit more flavor. There we go. Again, the last time we did this, we tried it. It was just a little bit under, and no one was super thrilled with it. Jenny, of course, doesn't eat couscous at all, do you?
No.
So I'm going to be eating this once this demo is over. There we go. That's perfect. That'll finish off cooking while I do this. We're going to take the salmon. We're going to put it over here to rest. Always let your meats rest. No matter if it's pork, chicken, beef, fish, let it rest. Let it do its thing. It will finish cooking. If you don't let it rest, you will overcook your proteins. That is not what we want to do. I can't tell you how many times people have overcooked food thinking, oh, well, it's not at the temperature it needs to be just yet. A little bit of oil. And I'm telling you right now, right here, that if you want, that's hot. If you want to cook your proteins, especially if it's something like chicken, you want to wait until it's about, for chicken, for example, you want to wait until it's about 5 degrees below proper temp, and you want to pull it out, let it rest. It will continue to cook. It will hit 165. So, spinach, oil. As soon as it starts to go, we'll add a little bit more butter.
I want to grab your plate.
We're going to go ahead and grab our plate. You stay over there. Am I using the same plate that I did for the demo? You bet your sweet patootie I am. But that's because it looks so nice on a white bed, don't you think? Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Plus, the only other plate I have is black, and that just seems so very bland to me. That is done. That is good couscous. I can tell just by the smell of it. Jennifer, this is why we put phones on silent. Is that the school?
No.
Okay. That was my main worry, that it was the school. Thomas, when you watch these videos in the future, woo, kindergarten, right?
Because look, I found it at our backyard.
You sure did. Remember, Daddy's recording. Alright, so you saute spinach. I don't necessarily like it too sauteed. Jenny, you want this done well or what?
No, that's fine.
Cook to taste. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set that on low. And now we're going to start plating. And don't worry, I know you're all here for the slurp juice. I know what you want. You're going to get to see that too. Boom. That's done. We're going to take our fish. We're going to lay it right on top of it like that. Ain't that pretty? And then, last but not least, spinach. Now, I chose spinach because it's what I had in stock, but I would also recommend this dish, and I did a very little spinach. Shame on me, I should have done more. I didn't realize that it was going to shrink so much. But this can be done with any, paper towel, excuse me. This can be done with literally any green veggie you like. I'm sure that some of you would prefer broccoli. Some of you will take what I put on here and do sauteed spinach. I know my mom will prefer asparagus. Asparagus. I'm not a veggie eater. I'm a carnivore. There you go. Isn't that lovely? Oh my God. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to actually taste this because we haven't had it with the lime yet. And that's my bad. But first things first, Jenny's going to eat. I'm going to clean up. But before we do that, you need a beverage to go with this, right? So that's our salmon, our flopper fish. All you Fortnite lovers. What you need next is slurp juice. You got your health up. Now you need a shield potion so you can make sure that that doesn't, you know, change. So what we got here, you can't see it, it's too dark. Light is Jello shot, used with Sonic brand ocean water Jello and Deep Eddy's vodka. No, this isn't product placement. We won this at my at my work Christmas party. Specifically, Jenny did. We don't drink. Not really. This is going to go to waste unless I find excuses to use it on you guys. Did I just whack the camera? I sure did. So, that's all that's in there. What you're going to do... I know. It's so awkward. You're going to take a spoon. You're going to go ahead and scramble this up. This might have been better with a fork. What do you think? Am I crazy? This is all for preparation. You know how to make Jello shots. Most of you are in your 20s, probably your late 20s. But in case you don't know how to make Jello shots, follow the instructions on the Jello packet on how to boil the gelatin down, and then instead of using ice cold water, use ice cold alcohol. Usually you want to use a clear alcohol, such as vodka. Tequila works too. Whatever. Do you, boo? Don't giggle at me. She's disgusted by me using terminology. Now, you got that all jiggled up, all gushy, all wet. I just scared my wife to death by throwing a knife at her. Don't hurt your spouses. You're going to take all these shredded Jello chunks and add it to whatever you're drinking out of. We're going for authenticity here at Casual Gamer Dad. Casual Gamer Dad. I'm using my Twitter handle at Gamer Eats. So, you're going to take that, fill it up most of the way, and then a little lemon lime soda. Be it Sprite, Sierra Mist, your choice. Whatever. Bubbles. Give that a stir. In this case, because I'm crazy. Overflow! Overflow! No, it's fine.
That was...
Give it a little stir. Normally, if you serve this to a guest, you want to let that sit because the gelatin will soak up some of that Sprite. But it looks just like it does in the game. And once it settles, delicious. Perfect. And there you go. That's our Fortnite meal. Our very first Gamer Eats on the series.
Daddy, love you.
You want to get a fork? Try it out before we close up? Give your opinions live on camera. Chris, I am not a jungle gym. I am Chef Daddy.
I just like climbing on you.
I know. Whoa, whoa.
That won't let me. Well,
God, I wish I knew how to edit, because that would have been a beautiful blooper. But instead, you get it on the show.
Good.
It's good?
yeah.
Works better with that lime, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Couscous is better too.
Let me take the camera now. So now that we've done this, we're obviously going to do broccoli cheddar soup for my mom. Again, you win this round. And then you guys are going to decide. So tell me, what is it that you, Patreon, want to try out? Are we going to do something from Skyrim? Are we going to make pack pellets? Do I need to make some candy for you folks? Chris, what do you want to do?
Go to Mission Room.
Apparently my cooking's not good enough, because apparently what we need to do is go to Disney World. That's what he says. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Is this still doing its thing? Mm-hmm. Okie doke. Say bye. Bye. Bye.